with the Home Minister saying that he's going to be arriving at the spot and visiting the hospital as well, because the NIA, whose chief has just spoken to the Home Minister, is on the spot right now, and they are, as we speak, in these pictures, likely picking up fragments of the explosive remnants. That is going to be the key. The explosive remnants, as Vishnu was explaining just a moment ago, will add to the information we have about the lack of a crater, the lack of shrapnel injuries on anyone at this point of time. The sheer intensity and the blast effects of the explosion, Padmaja, is precisely what would have led to the initial deaths. At least some of the people would have died of their injuries, but the nature of the explosive, what explosives were used, whether it was high intensity, is going to be key. And I imagine that sense will be emerging in the next few minutes, maybe an hour.
Two big bits of information. The Home Minister is headed to LNJP Hospital, which is where the maximum number of the injured are receiving treatment right now. In addition to that, grim news that the death toll has now climbed to 13. The Home Minister has been given a complete briefing. NIA, NSG are at the spot. The Home Minister is headed to LNJP Hospital. And let's just put this into context now. Two things, two massive developments that have taken place over the last 24 hours. One, a pan-India terror module being busted early today morning. It was spoken of as a major success for our intelligence agencies. We're cutting across the country from Jammu and Kashmir to Gujarat to Uttar Pradesh and of course in Faridabad in Haryana, where the maximum number of recoveries were made. Ammonium nitrate, weapons, automatic rifles, a Glock pistol, all of these were recovered by the police, who worked in tandem from Jammu and Kashmir to Uttar Pradesh to Faridabad. And then hours after that discovery, hours after that announcement is made, you have this attack in the heart of the national capital. The important details that we have given, Vishnu, would you like to reflect on that? The fact that Delhi police has revealed no shrapnel injuries, no nails found on the people who unfortunately lost their lives in today's attack, and also that there is no crater at the site. You obviously are at that very spot.
So Padmaja, if I can just come in and explain the importance of shrapnel injuries. Now, very often in the case of IEDs, these are laced. The explosive itself is laced with nails, with metal balls, with other items which are designed to maim, to kill, over and above the explosive itself. What the preliminary information over here, and Adit come in on this, is that there is no evidence at this juncture of shrapnel, in other words, nails. To me, this seems to suggest that, and we know this, that this was a massive explosion using the force of the explosive itself, whether RDX or ammonium nitrate or both. At this stage, we don't know.
Well, there is a possibility, if at all there is a foul play, that a certain kind of a chemical was used. Wherever that chemical actually, blasts, there is extent of damage and there is an entire area that engulfs in flames. But this happens, Vishnu, on a day that I have been saying repeatedly. I'm coming from Faridabad right now, where 2,900 kgs of explosives have been recovered. It's a huge recovery happening just adjacent to Delhi. Also, remember, Vishnu, even though we are telling our viewers that there's no confirmation of a terror angle, there's no confirmation of a explosion, of a bomb blast taking place here, but it's important to mention here that in the last 10 to 12 years, there haven't really been blasts taking place in Delhi. The last big blast that took place was possibly in 2011 that took place here. So if at all this is the case, this will be a huge major development. But at the same time, we have the Home Minister who has briefed the Prime Minister already, and the Home Minister has given out a statement really trying to calm the people so that there's no panic, that he is immediately rushing to the LNJP hospital, where at least 13 people have been killed and 20 others are injured. It's an unprecedented development. The government is leaving no stone unturned to investigate this. We have the best of the technology, the NSG, the NIA, the Delhi Police Crime Branch and the special cell, apart from the FSL, are investigating every possible angle. Right behind me here, you can see that area which is completely, there's darkness out here, but a little ahead, if you can see, there are senior officers of the Delhi Police who are lined up there